So, I got home today, and you know how we had the identical bracket dilemma? And look, I've got the correct brackets, finally! But, alright, so February 15th is when they said they were sending it out. They shipped this on February 27th. Today is the March. Today is March 1st. They shipped this February 2017, Wild Boar ATV parts. And the 15th of February is when they said they were sending these parts. So yeah, here's the original identical bracket dilemma. And I got a little excited when I got home, I've already put it together. So yeah, we got the correct brackets this time. So now we can get this sucker done, and hopefully we will be riding tomorrow. So I would say we have a slight cooling issue. The fan didn't kick on, so yeah, we're a little bit warm. Gotta figure out why the fan isn't kicking on. So yeah, fun stuff, man. This sucks. Yeah. No biggie though. Rather find this out here instead of him out on the trail, which I've got to figure out why the I don't know what my flashlight is, but the overflow, it's not kicking anything to the overflow, it's not sucking anything out of the overflow. It's completely full. Like, it's not even warm, So I don't know if there's a clog, and I know y'all can't see that really well. Hold on. I don't know if there's a clog in here, or I guess we go up. Well, it looks like no, there's coolant in the line. No, there's a big air bubble. Now that's warm. Alright, so I got back home, and looking at this, I was trying to figure out why the fan never kicked on, which I kind of thought I knew, but yeah. So here's the culprit right here, and this is why I do not like these connectors. So I'm going to take all these off and solder them. So, and I kind of thought about that in the first place, and I really should have, done that in the first place, especially with all the vibration stuff that you're going to get out of this thing. And so yeah, I will solder that, shrink tube it, and we will not have an issue out of it anymore. Okay, so here's what I'm doing with the that connection. I know it ain't the prettiest, but yeah, I'm just soldering it, and then I'm shrink tubing it. And the soldering iron I'm using is actually just a little propane one I got from Radio Shack before they closed down, and it's got the little soldering iron attachment. It's got a little torch attachment too for shrink tubing, but I'm not touching that because that's hot, so I'm just using a little blowtorch to shrink the shrink tubing, and it's not focusing. So yeah, I mean, it don't look horrible. It don't look super pretty. I'm gonna clean that up a little bit. Alright, so we got these all done. these all done. And and the blue is connected to the blue. That would be awkward, wouldn't it? So yeah, time to plug it up. Put some more coolant in it. Fire up, heat her up, let her go. Alright, so the plunger joint we put on, busted. All I did was, it's probably not the plunger joint's, fault, because this shaft was bent, as you saw. So, a little bit of tension. I heard a pop when I started it up to back it out of the garage, and then I was just spinning in one-wheel drive. So all we did, so I called around, and this is the brand that could get today. I ordered it yesterday, and it's just an OEM replacement axle. I've never used them. They say Armortech, toughest on earth. We shall see. So, ooh, brand spanking new. So we're gonna go ahead and throw this puppy on in there. All back together. And obviously it went together like a new axle should. So there we go. So I figured out why it was hang on, let's see if I can, look at that. That's mud. And this is just all packed full of mud. So that's one of the reasons why it was overflowing on, because I thought the radiator cap was bad. No. We just got all kind of mud and crap in here, God, look at that. It's all clogged up. I mean, if it'll focus. Yeah, so I get to clean this out. Alright, what I did, take your overflow off, and I sprayed water in here, but it wouldn't go through because it was all blocked up down here. So I took it off up there so it wouldn't backflow into the radiator, and I sprayed in here and just kind of rolled it, like that, to break that dirt loose. And as soon as it took off, I stopped spraying and it all poured out. But I went ahead and flushed a bunch of water through the top to make sure we don't have any dirt and grime. And yeah, so okay, that's not dirt, that's like, I don't know, but I'll try to clean that out. But see, we can see through that now, and I just used my water hose, man. Ooh, I didn't think this moment would come. There she is. All we're doing right now is letting her heat up one more time. And dude, well, he just called me. I called him back and he didn't answer. But what I did have to do, well, it just kind of jacked up. When I lifted it, the tire, one was kind of sticking out. So I had to kind of line it. And it's sticking, it's towed in. I don't have them straight, but it's towed in just a hair. Missed my power steering, man. It's towed in, which, yeah, see, now this one's sticking out again. This one's sticking in. But it is towed out, or towed in just a hair, so that way it'll drive straight. She drives good up and down the neighborhood. All my neighbors love me. I've been terrorizing the neighborhood, hoping nobody calls the cops again. They'll get over it. I don't care if they like me or not. There she is, though. One thing I did want to point out is the bolts. Oops, right there. I had to grind them down because they were touching the radiator, and we don't need that. All four of them had to be ground down. Yeah, they got plenty of clearance now.